Hello, medical medium family. My name is Emily, and I just wanted to share with you my experience of being someone who's healing with medical medium and on a 5-day Carnival cruise with my family. So I didn't want to miss this opportunity, these precious moments with my family, but how am I going to do that and still eat healing foods? So I wanted to let you know where and how I did it and see if it's helpful for anyone out there. Before I came on the cruise, I called 2 times. The first time asking just basics. A lot of the compromises that I've had to make is that I have to eat grains. Like in the morning, I'll have oatmeal, and in the evening, I have to do a lot of rice-based stuff. At home, I don't do grains, and so that's a compromise that I'm making. As careful as I am being exposed to some things with canola oil, with the understanding that I can continue to heal as I use the protocols later. But I wanted to let you know those things because I'm being as strict as I can, but I'm also at the mercy of a cruise and I don't have the opportunity to just go to the store and have all these choices. Let's begin by what I did do and all of the successes that I'm having. The first thing to say is that the cruise allows you to bring store-bought packaged products on the ship. So some of the things I brought are here, and I will go through all of these things together with you. And so that's really helping me. It's giving me a lot of variety that I otherwise wouldn't. Another tip is that when you do have things come that can be dripping, you want to make sure that you put them in a plastic bag. I have my coconut aminos, I have my date syrup, and I have my maple syrup, and I keep this in my bag pretty much all day long. I don't worry about refrigeration. It's another compromise. So I just have that with me because I don't always want to go out and then always come back to my room. It's a long ship. So I just keep that with my bag and I just take it everywhere. And so I don't have to come back every time, and I'm not getting everything sticky inside of my bag. Another really important thing I'm doing is I'm bringing my own utensils. So I keep that in a separate bag, and it's been really useful. And so I can just keep it nice and clean and just wash it. And another thing to keep, I would highly suggest getting a filtered water bottle. So inside of this is the clearly filtered one, and inside it has its own filter. So this is one of the best ones that has been recommended in the community. And so I can have this and fill it up anywhere on the ship so I can stay really hydrated during the whole time I'm here. One of the other tips is that you want to look around at certain meal times. They have some things available, but they may not have that available the rest of the day. So let me give you one example. I noticed that they have avocado available, but only during like an hour and a half in the middle of the day in a guacamole form. So I then ordered a bowl. I'm gonna be making sushi later with my sushi nori for dinner. And so I ordered some rice and I ordered some guacamole that I can then put together with some of the things from the salad bar for dinner. So I have this and I've covered it up, and you can take these dishes home or back to your cabin and put it in the fridge. And so just another tip of how you can get what you want, but maybe you have to be really observant of what's available when. So now let's go through every meal of the day. In the morning, you can have lime. I've seen little lime wedges, and you can squeeze that into some water. The only time I've seen the limes available is during lunch. So you would want to take a big bunch of those, and then you can have them and store them in your fridge, and then just squeeze them in your water all day long. Oranges, so this is a tip. I always have oranges or pears. That I've seen a lot of that I can just always have in the room. To be completely honest, some of their other fruit is not the best. So they have lots of melon, and sometimes it's okay, but you guys know about how people offer the fruit that it's like half ripe, or it's just no good. But it is fruit, and one of the things that's made it amazing is that I have my maple butter, and so that I can just have that kind of like a mixture with the fruit. And you can have that for breakfast. I pretty much can't have anything. How about I choose not to have anything on the breakfast buffet except for the fruit and the oatmeal. And the oatmeal, I put in the wild blueberries and I put in my maple syrup. And I asked specifically, and it's just oatmeal. There's no dairy, there's anything. It's just the oatmeal that they do. So that's my breakfast. Actually, one other thing that I do is I brought a big thing of hibiscus tea so I can have a lovely cup of tea in the morning as well for breakfast. So for lunch, lunch is fun because I am bringing just a couple little key things that make it so that I have a little bit of variety. So lunch, with the things I'm going to show you in the video after I'm done talking here, you'll see what I've done. I make salads, and then I have my date syrup as the salad dressing, or I make the ramen, and then I put in some of the vegetables from one of the salad bars in there and mix that together with my coconut teriyaki. It's been really fun, honestly. I'm having such a good time with how I get to be creative and make this my own experience. It's so fun, and my family is having a blast watching me, and they love that I'm doing this video. They're like, you're doing your own kind of thing. It's so amazing. But the one key clue I wanted to share is that I did specifically ask, what kind of oil are those roasted potatoes in, or whatever? And they're like, it's so cute. They're like, oh, it's just regular oil. They're like, don't worry, it's fat free, or I'm sorry, it's gluten free. It's, you know, it's dairy free, you're fine. I'm like, no, is it canola oil? They're like, no, it's just regular oil. I'm like, I know what that is. That's canola oil. I said, would it be possible to have just a big plate of vegetables cooked in olive oil? And they went back and asked the chef, and the chef said yes. So I got this big thing of vegetables just in olive oil, something I don't do at home. I don't use oil hardly at all, like never. But this is me compromising, and it was lovely. It was wonderful. So you can ask for that. And then I thought you could possibly go back and ask, could you just cook it in water if you wanted? I'm not going to do that because my cruise is almost over, but you could do that if you wanted. So that's a lunch tip. So this was a full-on experiment to bring this, but I just had the thought, if I just had some vegetables and was able to put it with some noodles, I could then have this amazing ramen dish for lunch, which is a total treat. I never have this at home. So it worked. The way that it worked is that I went to the place where you can get hot water for tea, and I just filled up 2 bowls of hot water and put the noodles in there. It took about 15 minutes, and I had these amazing ramen, and I just had my little teriyaki sauce on top with some vegetables, and you guys, it was awesome. And then I went up to the top deck and I ate it there in the sun shining, and I'm there with my sister and my mom, and we're all just laughing, and we're like, you're having top ramen on the top of the deck of the ship in the middle of the ocean. It was amazing and actually quite magical. So then for dinner, my family went to the restaurant every night. So that's different than the buffet. And it's true. It's the one place where I've had to compromise. They are doing such a good job. The wait staff really wants to help. They just don't understand the levels. They're like, oh yeah, we're going to accommodate all your allergies. I'm like, yeah. You know, all of you guys are laughing right now. We all know what that means. Like, sure you are. They're like, no, we have a whole vegan option for you. I'm like, yep, you do. And that means nothing to me. So it's the one place. What I did is I went to the vegan menu and just ordered the Indian. And so they have all these other vegan cheeses and things, and we know how those aren't really the best for you, but I would go for the vegan Indian dish. So it was a rice-based dish with coconut curry of some sort. Sometimes it was dal, like a lentil dal. Sometimes it was like a vegetable korma. And that would be my meal. And I was so grateful for it because all day long I've been like not stressy, but like, you know, like having to work, trying to build food together. And this is the one place where I know that stuff had, I'm sure it has some kind of oil in it that's not the best for my body, but I'm allowing myself to do that, fully knowing that I have the tools to empower myself when I get home. So that's what I did for dinner. And that's the one thing I do get to say is if you wanted to be hardcore on a cruise, I'm sure you can, because you can just keep doing the salad bar, but it's not something that I really wanted to do. It couldn't happen for my cruise experience. So just sharing, you could go to the salad bar. Just know that the salad bar is very limited. Like, not many people are here for salad bars. They're here for all sorts of other things. And so they have like this much salad bar options, and for 5 days you could do it for sure, but I definitely didn't want to for myself. But just letting you know, that is an option. I will say, and I did get to say this to my family, you guys, it's not like I want to eat like this. I want the lava cake. That looks amazing. I want the chocolate lava cake. I'm not having the chocolate lava cake, but it's not because it's not decadent and gorgeous and amazing. And my brother was saying it like made his soul expand. It was so good. I want that experience, but I'm not having that experience. But I really wanted something decadent for myself. And so I tell you what, I never get this. I might have to more, but this would be my dessert. So when I would look at everyone's dessert, I don't want to just not have anything. So I would come back, or I'd bring it with me in my little Mary Poppins carpet bag. That's what my family's calling it. Like, what else you got in there? I'd pop out some maple syrup. They're like, what in the world? They really went crazy with the ramen. Like, you have ramen. You have ramen in your bag. But this worked as my dessert, and it really did satisfy me, just to put my little utensil in there, my little bamboo utensil, and just full on enjoy it. It's just for the pure pleasure of joy and delight. So that's going through all of them: breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and dessert. And I hope that's helpful. Now I'm going to show you all sorts of scenes from the week, and I hope that my beautiful medical medium community feels empowered. Maybe you can take these tips and even enhance them and figure out what else you can do. Perhaps with those calls you make, with those questions you ask, with these tips, you can go to the next level and take it to the next level of how you can have the best cruise ever and enjoy your family. And that's the only purpose for this video. My sister had the idea of me videotaping or recording this and giving this as a gift to the community, and I thought it was a really good idea. So it just really made it fun. It made it feel like my community was with me on the cruise, and that I could give this service just in case any of you have a family going on a cruise. And outside of the food, this has been the most fun. We have really bonded as a family. I got to be with my nieces and nephews, so it's worth it to me. And if it means that I have some exposures that I otherwise wouldn't, then I'm gonna take what Anthony Williams says, that we are empowered, we are the experts of our health, and that I can now take the tools and clean out what exposures I've had this week. So lots of love to my community. I'll talk to you later.
Let me sing you a song, sweet as a lullaby, cool as the dew at dawn, gentle as a fawn. I'll sing to you until all your sorrow is gone. Let me sing you a song. So when you walk, you float. When you smile, you glow. And if you ever feel sad again, you'll come back for more. Let my love pour like sunshine through the window, streaming down to your very core. This love is what this life is for. Let me sing you a song, like a holy omen, like an oh yeah phenomenon, with